All right, football fans. Welcome back to the Revamped Football League Legends League. We've got a great game upcoming here. We've got University of Tennessee Chattanooga, number 23 in the nation at 2-0, traveling across the nation to Portland State. Really exciting game here. Coach Twist has his guys ready as they set to host the first ranked team in Legends College Football 26. All right. Pretty wild season thus far. We've seen just about everything you can possibly see. As we set here, University of Tennessee at Chattanooga is going to kick off to the home team here. Kick is away. Everybody in the stream, go ahead and leave a like on the stream, and let's get it pumping here, guys. Let's get active. Ask questions. I'm ready for them. So, Vikings are going to come out at the 25-yard line. They're going to come out in the pistol formation, and it's going to be a handoff to Thompson, who's going to take it up. He's going to juke, and he's going to get 8 yards. Thompson there. That pistol look is one that Coach Twist really likes. Kind of his staple there. Motion from the receiver. Haskell's going to hand it back off to Thompson, who's going to cut back inside. He's going to make a guy miss, and he's going to get a huge gain there. Gain of 16 on the play, if my math serves correctly. Probably not. 14. Thompson, a workhorse for Portland State, as the leading running back usually is for Coach Twist's squad. Staying in the pistol is going to be a handoff to Thompson, who's going to get caught in the backfield. Loss of 1 there, as Coach Slayer had his defense dialed in for that one. In the shotgun now, Haskell is going to hand off to Birdsell. I know there's a 2 last names there, but didn't catch the first part of that. Loss of 3 on the play, going to bring up 3rd and 14, as Coach Slayer says no more. They're not going to run all over us tonight. In the shotgun again. Haskell takes the snap, is going to survey the field. He's going to send it out on a comeback route there, and it's dropped. Huge statement from Coach Slayer and Chattanooga here, showing why they're ranked 23rd. That defensive play is going to help them and take them places. Johnson out for the punt here. Punt is away. Going to field it more at the about 12-yard line, and he's going to make a guy move. He's got open space, just a punter to beat, and he's gone. He's gone. That's going to be the first special teams touchdown of Legends, I believe, as Moore takes it the distance to put Chattanooga up 7-0. My goodness. Number 23 for a reason indeed. Five minutes, 40 seconds left. The offense for Chattanooga has not even seen the field as they take a 7-0 lead with a special teams touchdown. Kick is away. And Heron's going to take it out of the end zone, and he's going to get to about the 16-yard line there. Coach Twist trying to get his own little special teams play there. Back to the pistol formation is Portland State. Hand off to Thompson, who's going to try to bounce it outside, and he's going to get nowhere there. Defense is shutting down the run. We'll see how Coach Twist responds to that. Very tactical coach. Pistol formation, no fullback this time. Motion from the running back. That's Thompson. Goes out wide to the wide receiver position. Haskell back to pass. Throws it to the tight end, who's going to break a tackle, but get tackled at the 29-yard line. Decent gain there. 12 yards on the play. Back to that pistol formation with the fullback to the left. To the strong side, rather. Misdirection. Thompson takes it up the middle, but gets caught on his own guy. Only gain of 1 there. 5 rushes for 22 yards. Second and 9, 3 minutes, 55 seconds left in the first quarter here. Shotgun for Portland State. The Vikings take the ball. Haskell, quick throw, and that's going to be picked off by the linebacker of Coach Slayer. And defense, again, just comes up with a huge play. They've got that number 23 rank for a reason. I'm going to keep saying it. First time the offense has touched the field for Chattanooga. Clemmer in the backfield, going to hand off here to Ingram, who's going to gain 5. Shotgun formation again. Clemmer making a change there, is going to hand off to Strickland, who's going to take it up. It was a... Oh, jeez. Lost my train of thought there. Sorry, gentlemen. However, Strickland going to take it for 4 yards, bring up 3rd and 2. 3 minutes, well, 2 minutes, 50 seconds now. Shotgun again for Tennessee Chattanooga. It's going to be an RPO, pass to Page. He's got the first down. Gain of, I believe, 3 there. Staying in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the right. Clemmer back to pass over the middle is the drag route to Page, and he's got the first down. 11 yards on that one. UT Chattanooga is threatening here to take a 2-score lead early. Minute and 45 seconds left. It's going to be a little misdirection, pitch back to the receiver there, and that's going to be a huge loss of 7. As that Viking defense stays disciplined and is able to take care of business on that end. Staying in the shotgun again. Clemmer going to direct his line. Takes the snap, handoff to Strickland. He's got space and he jukes right into the guy. Gain of 4 on the play. Guys in the chat, let's start asking some questions. Invite your friends, invite your girlfriends, your wives. Like, get them in the chat here. Let's blow this up. Y'all can ask about last night's game. It's fine too. We only lost a headset. No big deal. Living in the shotgun. Clemmer is going to pass to Page, and he's gone for the touchdown there. Little drag route and a bunch of space, and it's going to be 14-0 here, pending the extra point, which we all know is not guaranteed in this league. Coach Twist does have a national championship in this league. So kind of hard to say. I think a lot of us are mid in this league now, to be honest with you. New game, new mechanics, etc., etc. We also don't exactly have the players that we need to, as that's a huge return, especially taking it out of the end zone for Portland State there. Don't exactly have the personnel to run every offense that we want to, right? So give it a couple years and we'll start seeing some changes and some rankings and things like that. Glad it's working out for some people who stuck around and struggled in Legends in 25. Coming back out in the pistol formation is Portland State. Quick snap, and that's going to be handed off to Thompson, who's going to try to get space outside, but he's run down. Loss of 1 on the play. I think this is Hawaii, Monarch. Haskell back to pass, and that's going to be another pick by Pace. My goodness, a second pick in the first quarter in the wrong side of the field for sure. Set up short field for the second possession for Chattanooga here. I believe they're the Mocs. That, can't say much more about that. As the Mocs come out here in a little bit of Wildcat formation this time. Ingram sets the guy in motion, is going to keep the ball, and he's tackled for no gain there. Looked like it had been a tackle for a loss, but refs spotted at no gain as Coach Twist tries to win something here. Something to build on here in the second quarter as the Mocs have dominated the first quarter and a few seconds here. Clemmer hands off to Ingram, who takes it back inside. He's got space and a block, but he's caught up, and it's going to be down at the 11-yard line. Huge gain for him. 3 attempts for 25 yards now as Chattanooga is just able to slash through this defense at will. Shotgun for Clemmer is going to hand off to Ingram, and he's caught by that defensive end or outside linebacker. Gain of 1 on the play. You know, time works a little bit different out there in Portland State. You know, sunsets quicker, you know, whatever. Coach Twist trying to will his defense to a stop here, just trying to get something to build on for his offense. Clemmer in the shotgun is where Chattanooga has lived this entire game thus far. Back to pass. He's got McLawler on the outside, and he takes it in for the touchdown. Is going to go up 3 scores here. But again, you know, this team has proven to be one of the top teams in Legends thus far this season. Up there with Sacramento State and Montana State, who are also undefeated. However, they have not received votes to... they may have received votes, but not enough to get in the top 25. As Chattanooga will kick off for the 4th time this game. You know, Monarch, I read that as soon as Slayer and company called that pass, you know, and you can't... You gotta live in that mentality, right? Figure out if, you know, get those passing downs and get those running downs. I would have guessed pass based on how well he was running the ball. So, back to the offense here in Portland State. Haskell's going to hand off to Thompson, who gets some blocks, but not much of a gain there. Gain of 1. As we've got an injury here. Looks like we had an injury on defense as well. You know, Coach Monarch, I won't make those allegations right now, but there were some things that happened in the game against Northern Colorado too. Pistol formation for the Portland State team. Haskell is going to hand off to Birdsell, who's got space and going to at least get the first down and more. Ben Stevens was the one injured on the previous play. You know, and we've seen multiple 21-point comebacks, especially this early in the game. So don't count anybody out. You know, Coach Twist has been in this league quite a while. He knows how to get the team back right. So staying in the pistol formation, Haskell is going to hand off to Thompson, who's got blockers in space, and that's a gain of 12, it looks like. First down again as the Vikings are driving. Coach Wad, just another testament to no lead is safe. However, I think I gave up the biggest lead. You know, I think I was up 24 points, and I think that's the biggest lead ever blown in this league anyways. Pistol formation again. The Vikings are going to hand off to Thompson again, looking for some blocks, makes a move, makes a guy miss. Gain of 13 or 14 there as the Vikings coming out and tearing up this Chattanooga defense, and that's exactly what Coach Twist needs them to do. Hand off to Thompson again, who tries to find some space again, but is going to lose 2 on that one as he runs into the blocker there. Back to adding the fullback in that pistol formation. He goes in motion to the right side of the field. It's going to be a handoff to Thompson, who gets caught up on his own blocker again. Gain of 1 on the play brings up 3rd and 11. However, they are on the opposing side of the field. Shotgun for the Vikings this time. Little offset action for the running back. Back to pass is Haskell, who finds a man, but he drops the ball. And you know Coach Twist isn't going to accept that. Brings up 4th down, wide open pass. You know, maybe it's time to look at a change in quarterback. Haskell may not be up to the task today, as we've got a pause here. Waiting for the coaches to come back around here. Fourth and 11 here. 3 minutes, 32 seconds left in the second quarter. We're just waiting for teams to return here. As Portland State is looking like they're going to take a delay of game. Waiting to hear. I'm getting some news about the game here. As the clock is continuing to roll again. Okay, we're back. 4th and 11. For Portland State, 2 seconds. They're going to take a timeout here. Gonna go for it here. 4th and 11. Portland State in the pistol. Gonna move the receiver there. Back to passes Haskell. It's a screen play. Thompson has space and a block. He might be gone, but he's gonna get caught by a defender. Huge first down there for Coach Twist and company. Back in position here is Coach Twist and Portland State in the pistol. Back to passes Haskell. He's got Miller and going to get stopped at the 1-yard line. Pardon. Sorry about that. I thought he was going to extend for the touchdown there. However, the defense is able to hold him there as the Vikings are looking to put up their first points of the game here. 3 minutes left in the second quarter. Staying in the pistol. We've got that motion again from the receiver. Handoff to Thompson is met by the linebacker there. Loss of 1 on the play. 2nd and goal for the Vikings. Thank you, Monarch. I appreciate that. There's probably another one coming soon. EC Bucky is online for those who know. You know. Shotgun formation with the flanker there. Haskell pitches out and is not going to get the edge. That's Birdsell that wasn't able to seal the edge there. Loss of 3 on the play brings up 2nd and goal from the 6-yard line. As we take it to the 2-minute warning in the first half here. 3rd and goal at the 6-yard line for the Vikings. As we'll see what Coach Twist has drawn up here. Shotgun formation. That's Thompson to the right of Haskell. Takes the snap. It's going to be an RPO, and he's going to get hit by the defense. Not going to be good enough there, as it looks like the Vikings will settle for a field goal. And field goal is good. That was a weird angle, and we've seen a lot of misses there. However, the Vikings are able to get points on the board. 12 plays, 4 minutes, 32 seconds. However, it does come away with points, and that's huge in this matchup right now. You take points where you can get them. Johnson set to kick off, as this will be the first return attempt for the University of Tennessee Chattanooga. Moore will knee it in the end zone. This will be the first drive that the Mocs will have on their side of the field, that it'll start on their side of the field, rather. And we'll see if they can sustain a drive. They've had some pretty easy drives here, starting at like the 30-yard line on average, the opposing 30-yard line. So coming out in the pistol formation, a formation that Coach Twist is very familiar with. Gonna get motion from the receiver there. It's gonna be a touch pass to Foreman, who's gonna take it 10 yards for the first down. 11 yards, excuse me. It looks like, I don't know what we're getting here. Oh, the Mocs are going to take a timeout. Coach Slayer didn't like what he saw, or maybe he was running out of time. Shotgun for UT Chattanooga. Clemmer is going to hand off to Strickland, who's going to get caught by the defensive lineman. Minimal gain there, gain of 2. Minute and 28 seconds left. 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line. Shotgun formation for Clemmer again. Back to pass. He's got the drag route to McLawler. He's going to get caught right before the first down there. Bring up 3rd and 1. Gain of 7 on the play for the tight end on the drag route. Going to be under just a minute left here. 3rd and 1. Clemmer in the shotgun again. Going to be an RPO pass out to the wide receiver there, and he's going to get the first down, but tackled for a minimal gain again. If Coach Twist and the defense could hold them to no points here to end the half, that would be a pretty good thing for them. I believe they would have to kick off immediately back to Coach Slayer and the Mocs, but not a big deal there. Going to live in the shotgun here. 52 seconds left. Clemmer takes the snap, hands off to Strickland, is going to get caught by the defense, and I don't think that's going to be actually, he gains 2. What a generous spot there. Foreman looked like he was a little hurt on the play, but we should see him back here soon. 2nd and 8 as UT Chattanooga takes a timeout. 47 seconds left as Coach Slayer's probably just going to play for points here. Back to passes Clemmer. That was an empty formation look. Pass over the middle of Strickland. He drops the ball. 3rd and 8 with 43 seconds left. Third and 8, 43 seconds left at the 49-yard line. Strickland in the backfield with Clemmer. 3 receivers to the right. Back to passes Clemmer. He's looking, and he somehow catches that ball with a guy draped all over him. Huge reception there as they're down to the 32-yard line. 37 seconds left. Takes the snap as Clemmer. He hurries him to the line. Page catches that, goes out of bounds. Gain of 2. Down at the 30-yard line now. Second and 8, 30-yard line. Can Coach Slayer and company come up with a play to get him 30 yards? Couple plays maybe. 32 seconds is quite a bit of time, especially with a timeout left. Shotgun formation again. 2 receivers to each side. Clemmer takes the snap. And that's going to be caught, or actually dropped by Quick. 28 seconds left, 3rd and 8 at the 30-yard line. Very similar formation. Actually, it might be the same formation here. Clemmer hands off. It's going to be a run there. Gain of 1 on the play as Portland State takes a timeout here. 4th and 7 for the Mocs at the 28-yard line. The 29-yard line, excuse me. Field goal unit coming. Trying to pump up the crowd is Portland State there. Kick is up and somehow wildly missed to the right. My goodness, not even close. The dangers of kicking in this game, I tell you. As it remains 21-3 with 21 seconds left here for Portland State to do something with. However, time is a-wasting here as they'll take a timeout, and Coach Twist can't be very happy with that. Shotgun formation, 3 receivers to the left, tight end and running back to the right. Haskell back to pass. Sends the ball deep. Jones is there, and that's going to fall harmlessly to the ground. "15 seconds left here in the half. We excited to see what Coach Twist has drawn up here, as it's a pretty similar look to the last time, except we've got a receiver to the left, 3 receivers to the right, with the running back on the strong side. Haskell back to pass. Is going to overthrow his running back there. Almost picked off, but the running back's able to make that an incompletion. 11 seconds, 3rd and 10. As Coach Twist will opt to take the knee to take it to halftime. That'll bring us to half. The score is 21-3. The Mocs are leading the Vikings in Portland here. Slayer and company looking to receive this opening half kickoff here. Going to be fair caught in the end zone as Coach Slayer and the offense are going to come out and begin the second half here. See if they can maintain the success that they've had. Going to come out in the single back formation, maybe taking a little bit of a note from University of Northern Colorado. Handoff to Ingram is going to get caught by the defense there. No gain on the play. Back in the shotgun immediately. Clemmer takes the snap. Going to get a late release from McLawler there, who's going to gain 6 on the play. Sorry. Gain of 6 is going to bring up 3rd and 4 from the 31-yard line, as Coach Twist and the Vikings could get a quick 3 and out here if they can just get one more stop, which would be huge for them in trying to come back in this game. Back in the shotgun again. Clemmer is looking to pass. He's got the drag route. Page again is going to get a huge gain on the play. What are we listening to? Shotgun formation again for the Mocs. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line. It's going to be a handoff to Strickland, a draw play. He's going to gain the 1st down there. Excuse me, sorry about that. First and 10 at the 36-yard line for Coach Slayer and the offense. Probably going to come back out in the shotgun formation, as Coach Twist has not really had a fix for it, as they've pretty much been able to do whatever they want to do. Strickland to the strong side. Clemmer is going to hand off to Strickland, who's going to try to take it outside, but he is going to get no gain there. 2nd and 10. Shotgun again is Clemmer, who's going to get a mid-screen to McLawler there. Gain of 7 on the play brings up 3rd and 3 at the 29-yard line. Shotgun again. Clemmer looking to pass, and that's going to almost be picked off. Brings up 4th and 3. Don't know why Portland State took a timeout there. As we've got another pause here. 4th and 3 at the 29-yard line for Coach Slayer and the offense. We'll see what they decide to do. They missed the previous field goal pretty badly. Kick is up and just about down the middle is good. There we go. We'll do some football fight songs. As Portland State looking to put up some points here. Come out in the I formation. Handoff to Avery, who's able to gain 3 on the play. Going to bring up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line for the Vikings. Clock is rolling here. Back to the pistol formation is the Vikings. Haskell is going to lead the offense. He's remained in the game despite some offensive struggles here. Back to pass. He's got Stevens over the middle, makes a guy miss. It breaks another tackle. That's a gain of 12-13 on the play. Huge for the offense. We'll see if that can continue. Remaining in the pistol formation, down to the 42-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Vikings. Going to bring some motion in. Is going to be a handoff to Thompson, who's got some space. He's able to get the first down there. Not sure what the running back was doing there, but is able to get the first down nonetheless. Handoff again to Thompson, who's going to try to break it. He breaks a tackle, actually, trying to break it to a huge open side of the field, but the defense is going to be able to stop him. It's going to be a loss of 1 on the play. Shotgun formation. Birdsell to the left. Handoff to Birdsell's going to bounce it outside. He makes a cut, and it's going to gain 5 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 6 at the 42-yard line. In the shotgun formation again, Thompson back on the left side of the field. 3 receivers to the left side as well. Single receiver to the right. It's going to be a play action. And that might have been, that's going to be so disappointing for Portland State. I think that was supposed to be an RPO, and so there's going to be offensive pass interference on the block attempt there. Can't be happy about that one. Shotgun formation again, 3 receivers to the right with the running back as well. Back to pass is Haskell. Is hit while he's throwing, is going to be incomplete over the middle. Fourth and 16, back to punt is Johnson. Doesn't look like Slayer believed that was actually going to happen and is just going to take the fair catch there. They will take over at the 20-yard line. Minute 49 left here in the third quarter. In the shotgun is Clemmer. Handoff to Strickland, who's going to somehow gain 2 yards on the play there. 8 attempts for 25 yards for Strickland on the day. Might we see the backups come in for the Mocs here as they have completely dominated this game? Remaining in the shotgun, they are chewing the clock now. As a handoff to Ingram happens, he tries to break it back inside, is going to get no gain on the play there. 3rd and 8, minute left here in the third quarter, as that's going to be immediately drained here once we get to the field. Clemmer takes the snap, looking to pass. He's got his tight end over the middle, and he holds on to that despite the hit from the linebacker. First down at the 33-yard line for the Mocs. This will probably take us to the fourth quarter as Coach Slayer has begun to... Never mind. For some reason, the clock is not running. Was there an injury timeout or something? I don't know. Shotgun for Clemmer. Handoff to Ingram, who's going to barrel his way and fight for 3 yards there. Looks like there was an injury timeout there for the right tackle. Seven attempts for 30 yards for Ingram on the day. Having slightly more success than Strickland on the day. They've combined for about 55 yards on 15 carries. Offset here with Ingram in the backfield, and that's going to take us to the fourth quarter here. Fourth quarter, 36-yard line, 2nd and 7 for the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga. As they have pretty much had their way with this Portland State team. Pistol formation. Ingram in the backfield. Outside run is Ingram. He's going to get caught immediately by the linebacker there. That's Beeson on the tackle. Going to bring up 3rd and 9. Going to be an option. However, that's sniffed out by the defense there. Perfect defense from Stancato there. Stancato? I don't know. Plays it perfectly. Is able to get the tackle for a loss. Bring up 4th and 12 as the Mocs will punt the ball. Kick is away. Herron's going to get the return. He gains about 8 yards there as Portland State will take over. And the game's still not technically over. Still 21 points. 6 minutes and 45 seconds is a stretch, but it is possible. Ask me how I know. Shotgun formation. Haskell still in the game. Going to be a play action. He's got a guy wide open and just severely underthrows him. 4 for 13 on the game for Haskell. Will we see a change at quarterback here from Coach Twist? That's dangerous words, Wad. Somebody let a team come back in the final few minutes of the national championship in 25, but I'll leave that name anonymous for now. Shotgun formation, we do get that quarterback change. Jordan back at quarterback now is going to hit Birdsell. It looked like he bobbled it there. Gain of 4 on the play. Jordan trying to lead his receivers here. Back to pass is going to hit Thompson. Going to bring up 4th and 1 as they most assuredly will go for it here. Very quick release on the pass play there, but maybe doesn't trust the offensive line to get some protection for Jordan. Back to the pistol formation. 5 minutes, 35 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. 4th and 1 at the 41-yard line. Motion from... a lot of motion from Portland State here. It's going to be a triple option play, and Sims is tackled for a loss as that play was blown up. As Coach Slayer on the offense will take over here at the 37-yard line. This will be the 3rd time this game they've been able to get a stop here and take over on this side of the field, and it's hard to win a game that way. Clemmer is going to hand off to Ingram, who is going to get held up by his guy blocking. Going to be a gain of 3 there, as we should just see time roll off the clock here. Pistol formation. Going to be a handoff to Ingram up the middle, and he's going to get caught by the defense. Gain of 2, 3rd and 5 at the 33-yard line. Back to pass is Clemmer. He's got McLawler, who's been huge for them. 1st down and more, down to the 19-yard line, 1st down. 4 minutes and counting left in the quarter, in the game. Back to the pistol formation is Clemmer and the offense. Takes the snap, handoff to Ingram. Going to go to the left side there. Met by the defense, gain of 3. 3 minutes and 20 seconds counting down. Shotgun formation this time. 3 receivers to the left. Surely we won't see a passing attempt here. It is a read option, and Clemmer keeps it. A huge loss there. Brings up 3rd and 11. 2 minutes and 40 seconds counting down. Shockingly, they're in the shotgun again. 3 receivers to the right, this time with the running back. Assume a single receiver to the left. It's going to be a handoff to Ingram, who takes it up the middle. Going to be immediately caught. Gain of 3 yards. Down to the 18-yard line. 4th and 8. Going to take us to the 2-minute warning. .35-yard field goal attempt coming up for the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga. He has missed one today already. As he drills that one straight away, it's going to miss to the right. Portland State will take over at the 20-yard line for some reason. Shotgun formation, Jordan remaining in the game. Back to pass is Jordan. Going to try to hit the corner right. He does. Oh, my goodness. It looked like he caught it, then he dropped it. Coach Twist is going to go berserk here shortly if that continues. He's already going berserk, let's be honest. That has been the story of the game, is gain after gain after gain, mitigated and negated by drops and interceptions. So back to the shotgun is Jordan, minute and 53 seconds left. Going to be a handoff to Thompson, immediately met, no gain on the play there, 3rd and 10. Clock is going to roll. And maybe Coach Twist has accepted that, and that's the plan. We'll find out here shortly. Shotgun formation. Jordan is, it's going to be an option play. Pitches out to Miller, who's got space, and he's going to get the first down. Break a tackle first, though. Down to the 42-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Vikings. Shotgun formation. Jordan taking his time. Takes the snap. It's another option play. He pitches it out. Thompson's got space again. He could have taken it out of bounds there and stopped the clock. However, now he's down with an injury. Big run for Thompson and the Vikings there. However, at what cost here at the end of the game? 37 seconds left. Time will not be rolling because of the injury timeout. Jordan is going to hand it off to Avery. He's going to bounce around there. Gain of 5 on the play. 2nd and 5. Bruised ribs for Thompson, so not so bad. $20 seconds left here in the game. We'll see if Portland State's trying to get a score on the board here just for pride's sake. It's going to be an RPO. Love's got space. He's going to get it out of bounds. 13 seconds left, down to the 24-yard line. Jordan takes the snap. It's a double pass. He sends it down to Avery. Broken up by the defender there as he stays with him. 7 seconds left. A little trickery from Coach Twist there. Jordan directing the receivers, changing some routes. Back to pass. Jordan slings the ball. It's Valentine with the interception on the coverage there as he has space. Is he going to try to take this all the way? Game is over, down to the 49-yard line as Coach Slayer goes to 3-0, and who knows in the rankings now. As utter domination here in the game, and that's not good there. Anyways, appreciate you guys joining us. Like the stream. Follow along with us. We'll be back again later tonight with Coach Caleb's game against Tulsa. That's Wichita State and Tulane, rather. Excuse me, Tulane. We'll be back with some more coverage next week. Appreciate you guys. Have a good one.